Listen up. Are you tired of not feeling like you're that bitch? Well, you've made it to the correct place. This is for you, honey. Welcome to That Bitch Energy, the podcast, where we're all about tuning in to your highest self, aka that bitch energy, where we're growing our presence, awareness, and consciousness while keeping it all fun, relatable, and grounded, hunty. Yes, thank you. So let's get into it and embody that bitch energy from within.
Nobody's seen a bitch like me. I'ma come up on ya. Ain't nobody warned ya.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of That Bitch Energy. I'm your host, Bianca, and I'm so excited to be here today. I'm really excited for this topic because I feel like it's so needed in the world and it's not talked about enough, in my opinion. I think we can continue to talk about it and grow. Life is forever growth, living and trying to find peace and happiness and joy and living and just being alive. So that's why I'm here making this podcast all about the holiday season, since we are deep in the holiday season when this is going to be uploaded. I'm actually filming this on the 1 year anniversary of my dad's death. So today I felt like this is so important, as I wish I heard this episode before he was gone so I could show up a little bit differently. So here's for everyone who wants to show up to their family gatherings and be able to go in confidently. So this time of year brings lots of expectations and pressure. Well, we don't have to let it be that, but it just shows up. It just does. And so for the ones that are feeling that expectation and that pressure, this one's for you. A lot of expectations can be showing up to gatherings, getting enough sleep, getting enough water. I mean, the added on expectations of the year are showing up to these gatherings, bringing a dish, making the dish look beautiful, dressing beautifully, having your hair done, all these things, going to work. And for me, I work in a salon, so at my job, it's extremely wild around this time. So showing up to work and getting all that boss bitch stuff done and also resting on top of that. The expectation is to get the shit done, but I'm saying let's get the rest in too. Let's allow ourselves to be patient and slow with our hearts and our souls and take time to breathe and take time to rest and take time to be alone, because this is an intense time. And I really want to talk about what's going on in the body during these times, specifically around family or childhood friends or whatever it may be for you, the people that you grew up around, and what's going on internally. Also, before we get deep into this episode, I want to remind you that at the end of this episode, I'm going to be singing an all new, never been listened to before original song. So if you listen all the way to the end, you will get to the gift of a song that has not yet been released, but I am performing it acoustically right here in my kitchen. Yeah, my kitchen's right there. And yeah, it's a special surprise for you this holiday season. So don't go anywhere. And Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate. I am here sending you a gift of love and the gift of music. And I hope you enjoy. And I can't wait for you to hear this song. Why do you think we snap back to our younger self when we're around our parents, our siblings, our cousins, whoever it may be for you, stepmom, stepdad? It could be friends that were like family to you, that they're the only ones you talk to now, whatever your situation. Why do you think your body reverts back to your inner teenage self who was pissed off? Or maybe she's not pissed, maybe she's scared, maybe she's hiding and she's going into fight or flight mode. What is going on in our bodies when we revert back to this? This is what I really want to talk about today. So your brain is wired through implicit memory. So even if you don't consciously remember every moment from your childhood, your body and your nervous system actually does. Family environments create implicit memories, emotional memories stored without words formed in your earliest years. And these memories live in the amygdala, the brain's emotional alarm system. When you're around people or settings that shaped you, your brain automatically activates the same old patterns. This is why you may feel 14 again without meaning to. Our nervous system recognizes family as old threats or old patterns. Family dynamics are some of the first interactions that taught our nervous system what is safe, unsafe, or unpredictable. So when you go home and you're around your family, no matter how much healing you get done. Your autonomic nervous system scans for danger. And this scan is actually subconscious, so it's in the back of your mind. And it's based on old cues. Some of those cues can be tone of voice, smell of the home, facial expressions, and even energy in the room. So if your childhood included yelling, chaos, criticism, emotional unpredictability, or pressure to behave a certain way, your body responds before your adult brain does. This is why your heart races, your throat might feel like it's closing, or you feel yourself shutting down or getting irritated quickly. There's another thing called mirror neurons pull you back into old roles. The brain is full of these mirror neurons, cells that mimic the emotional states of the people around you. So when you're around your family, your brain unconsciously mirrors the version of you that used to exist in that environment. You slip into the role the family has set for you. Maybe you were the quiet one, maybe you were the calm one, maybe you were the caretaker, the rebellious one, the peacemaker, etc. Put whatever it is that you role play in your family here. Even if you are not even that person anymore, you've changed, you've grown up. You could be 50 and still doing this. You could be 50 and they're still treating you as that person, as that role. And that brings me to the family system theory. Roles in family systems don't update that easily and that quickly. In psychology, families are seen as systems. Family are seen as systems with roles. The hero, the scapegoat, the loud one, the team player, whatever it may be. So even after you outgrow these roles, the family still interacts with you as if you are still in that role. Make sense? It makes it easy for our brains to go back and revert back to that role because it's what was safe and what we knew when we were young. It also was how we felt loved and accepted, possibly, more than likely. So that's why we revert back to it subconsciously. And also, if you haven't heard of the prefrontal cortex is the part of your brain responsible for adult reasoning, emotional regulation, and responding with maturity. And the prefrontal cortex goes offline when you're triggered, you're overwhelmed, you feel judged, pressured, or old trauma gets activated. When the prefrontal cortex dims and is deactivated, the limbic system, which is your emotional brain, takes over. This is why you might crash out, honey. Or maybe you shut down. Maybe you fight or flight. Maybe you freeze. Maybe you fawn. Or maybe you go silent, just like you did when you were younger. It's not immaturity. It's neurology. AKA, girl, you were conditioned to react this way. And it's really hard to uncondition, but it's not impossible. And we can get into how to uncondition that in another episode. Being around family also can activate attachment patterns. Your earliest relationships shape your attachment style, whether secure, anxious, avoidant, or completely disorganized. Family interactions often trigger that template. So around your family, these attachment styles automatically activate. They can look like searching for approval, avoiding conflict, people-pleasing, feeling defensive, feeling unseen, waiting for someone to criticize you. Even if you've healed in other relationships in your life in this way, in these attachment styles, sometimes being around the family, it makes it a little more difficult to really turn these triggers off. Also, our brain, when we were little babies, noticed sensory cues from our family members in order to feel safe or loved or if we were in danger. The brain stores memory in sensory clusters: smell, tone, facial expressions, temperature, environment. So when you're around your family or in your childhood environment, sensory cues can trigger old memories and behaviors instantly. For instance, do you ever notice when you go to your parents' house, you revert immediately back to your teenage self, kicking your shoes off, leaving them wherever, not picking up after yourself? Your mom asks you to do something and you just feel like, ugh, or she just keeps doing something that's irritating you. Do you ever notice that? That's called autopilot. So to kind of sum up that, your brain is not betraying you. It's repeating the patterns that kept you safe as a kid or kept you feeling loved as a kid growing up. And when you were younger, you just adapted these survival skills to survive. These patterns live in our nervous system, in our bodies, not just the mind. And I feel like learning about how the brain works, how the body stores trauma, how we react, how literally any sensory from that reminds us of childhood can bring us back into our childlike self. I feel like learning about that really helped me approach family differently, really helped me show up more present, more aware, more in tune with myself, noticing what's coming up for me. And when I notice things coming up for me like that, I immediately have my tools. And everyone's going to have different tools, but I go into breath. I go into self-reflection. I go into, okay, what's showing up for me and why? And sometimes I don't even need to know the answer as to why it's showing up. I just have a tool. Maybe it's notice my 5 senses. The 5 senses technique is notice 5 things you see. Take a look around. 4 things you can touch. It could be yourself. 3 things you can hear. 2 things you can smell. And 1 thing you can taste. Doing the 5 senses grounding practice for me really brings me back into my body and into the present moment. And that's just one simple practice. There are so many things. There are breathing techniques. There are tapping techniques that you can do. You can go to the bathroom and do it so no one's staring at you. You're like, what are you doing? Just doing a tapping technique. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. What is it? It's like top of the head, temples, above the eyes, under the eyes. I think it's the chin maybe. Anyway, there's so many techniques. I'm not educated in that. I have a friend who's taught me that, and it's just amazing. But yeah, learning about these things and these tools that can bring me back into the present moment makes it a lot easier to be around family, makes it more enjoyable to be around family, and also gives you back your power. Once you learn how to stop being so triggered so easily and quickly, it makes seeing family less hard, less difficult, more enjoyable, more fun. And guess what? Family is not around forever. Might as well do the best we can with what we've got right now and go spend time with them. And that's why I'm making this episode. Learning about our body, our nervous system, our mind, how we store it is really empowering and can really bring you into a different appreciation for your family. Go ahead and try it this holiday season. Tell me how you feel. Tell me what happens. Maybe it doesn't work at all for you, but I truly believe it will work for you. And I would really love to hear your stories and how you bring these tools, and DM me if you want to know about more tools. I can send you so many tools. You can even look on ChatGPT, look up grounding technique, grounding tools. ChatGPT you can even chat with ChatGPT to ground you back into the present moment. Kind of get you out of the trauma in your mind into, like, ChatGPT has some good advice. Ask it some questions. Say, hey, I'm feeling like this. What can I do? And it'll give you so many good suggestions. But I love you. Thank you for listening to this beautiful episode this holiday season. And like I promised, I am going to share what I wrote. Since today is my dad's 1-year death anniversary, I'm going to share with you a little acoustic performance. I played the guitar on it and sang and wrote this song all by myself. It's completely original. And I'm going to share with you for the first time ever. You are the first people. This is the first time I'm ever sharing my song called Feel You. And it is about grief. And I wrote it while going through grief, while grieving my dad. And I hope you enjoy it. And I'm going to go ahead and log off for now. And I can't wait to see you in the next one. Stay tuned. Keep listening. It's coming up next.
Wake up, getting ready for the day, putting on a happy face, feel the tension building up, the sun fades, then I see your face, and I hear your name, can't believe it, can't hold back the memories, how you said my name, no longer 17, I'm getting older now, can't believe how fast, how quickly life just goes, runs past me now. The world is spinning around, and it ain't slowing down. Exactly where I'm meant to be right now. Can you believe it's another day that I haven't seen your face? Would you believe that every mistake darkness brings to light everything that I'm trying to push down. Surrender now, 'cause it's all around. Every moment, every breath, every second absorbs me now. Can you believe it's another day that I haven't seen your face? Would you believe that every mistake was forgiven like in yesterday? I can see you. I know you can see me. I can feel you. I know you can too. When we meet again, and I know that we will. Face to face again, and the love never ends. Can you believe it's another day that I haven't seen your face? Would you believe that every mistake was forgiven like in yesterday? I can see you. I know you can see me. I can feel you. I know you can Love you, Dad.
All right, my loves, that is a wrap for today's episode. Thank you so much for joining me here on That Bitch Energy, the podcast. It would mean so much to me if you subscribe, share, like, follow, however it is you want to support so I can keep making these episodes for you, because we're here to raise this planet together. It means the world so that we can reach other baddies just like you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing yourself by listening to the Soul Filling podcast. I'll see you in the next one.
Nobody's seen a bitch like me. I'ma come up on ya. Ain't nobody warned ya.